must have seen your old act.
Boom, boom.
That's right.
Milton Berle, 1927. Boom, boom.
Didn't you ever work lounges where the drummer did the...
How about a little good evening?
Good
How's your
evening.
mother? How's your family? Anything?
All right, how is your lovely wife, Barbara, and your young child?
She dies Thursday.
No, come on. What the... Hey, no, how is Barbara? We have not seen each other for some time.
First of all, why did you louse up all my jobs? Hey, you're on 10 years. He's got it made. By the way, the rodeo pony died.
Hi, I'm Black Campbell.
Out here, he comes out with, "Hi, folks. Gee, I want to sing my song. My mother climbing a mountain tower. Hallelujah, brother." In the back, he's going, "Let's get broad." Anyway, no, not true. That's a joke. Glenn's happily married like I am. You've been married. I've been married. You've had a few mistakes. I've had only one shot at it. The golden gong, they call it. Ned, you're just perfect.
Well, if you're successful... If
You're going to be in court so long the judge is going to doze off. I'll tell you that. Would you shut up, Glenn?
Provided they syndicate the life of Adolf Hitler,
right.
you mean?
No, really, I honestly believe that. I'm sitting here like I'm Eichmann. Why am I sitting here like that? I'm sitting here like I'm in a glass booth and you're two Israelis voting on me. Don't vote on me. I'm doing all right, quietly. You do what you do. Come on, Billy Bob Jack. Come out and shoot fire. Right. Let this klutz do what he does, you know. Hello,
Could you imagine seeing that every week? Wouldn't that be beautiful? That's the funniest man I've ever saw in my life. I didn't see you doing that when you come in as the lawyer, baby, going, "Oh, yes, dear, we're going to be in the car in a moment," and you sit down. If you did that, that would be hilarious. That's fantastic. You know? The guys agree with me.
You know what's scary? He's got you and I listening. Like a big klutz, he stood up. I mean, we go to parties together. He's in the corner going, "My brother died. My uncle came along. Mother Goose. Duck. Out here became a loud pain in the you-know-what.
You talked about when you were youngsters, where you were.
Right, and I was never the guy that made the squad. Loved the game. Mm-hmm. Always loved the game. Loved baseball, loved football. Never hockey. Well, Jewish people usually don't play hockey. I mean, you know, sliding and running and hitting, we don't believe in that. You know, we just stand on the sideline with a blowgun. Italian guys play hockey. Phil Esposito, Marco Mangano, Aldo Bonini punching into the boards. They love that physical contact. Jewish people retreat, and then we wait for our chance and they go. And the black people, they don't do that. They go, "I ain't going to fight nobody." And the Polish guys go, "Is there a war on?" These are all ethnic things.
Certainly they
Today
are.
is a different time, John, which you don't have to go along with. But I know you do, because in life, we have to laugh at our heritage.
Laugh at our
I
heritage.
laugh at your heritage.
I laugh at your
You're a midwit. What are we, on tape?
heritage.
Nixon just went, "Who said tape?" Anyway,
Kathy Rich, Dale Alexander is going to talk about hair.
I got no problem.
He might tell you how to fill that out.
Why? I wonder why guys worry about that. You know, you got to be yourself. You know, like you have a full head of hair, but it's thinning. You know, it's
No.
In the front, you had much more when you were younger. Look at some.
No, it was darker when I was younger.
Darker?
You know, I had a little pompadour. Remember those? In your high school, I had a little pompadour?
Wonderful. These are good facts, but I really don't.
What is this?
I'm starting to feel like Jack, rest his soul. For God's sake. You know. But I must say that as we get older, we change. And hair is not the big thing. Don't worry.
Of course not. I didn't say it
Well,
was.
no. You made fun of people that are bald.
I wasn't making fun of your baldness.
Yes, you did.
Really,
Don't steam
you're not
me.
really bald.
Don't steam me. I'm going to knock this Marine right on the floor. Really got it in for you tonight, Ed. You know why?
Why?
Because you just found a beautiful girl. Did you meet Victoria?
Of course I met
We made
Victoria.
jokes. To those of you that love Ed, you three. No. And I said, "Mom," I said, "Hi, Mom." And I spoke to her, and she sits in oxygen. You know, she has that a sad disease, emphysema. So when I sit by the bed, I said, "Mom, see, the family, with our families, with every family, when we get older, we all have, my mother has great drive, and everybody likes to say, how does she look to you, you know?" So Barbara and I arrived in Miami, and I said, "Mother," and the doctor said, "Don, Mom's going to be okay, but, you know, she doesn't look great, you know, but don't tell her that." Now, my two aunts meet me in the hall and go, "Wait till you see her." Now, they love my mother, don't misunderstand. But the Jewish families all sit by the bed and go, "Oh, she looks so bad." You know? So I walked in, I said, "Mom, you look great." And she went, "Honest to God?" And she got out of the bed and started to do the tango. I wish. But she's coming along fine, and she watches this. She's staying up, especially tonight, to watch the show. She watches this very often to doze.
We all have something when we get older. Watch that.
But she loves you, and she remembers the good days when we first came on this show. And to this day, isn't it odd that, Doc, I look at you so you feel you're part of it. You look like a bad couch salesman, you know what I mean? Anyway, when you get a substitute, find a guy. This isn't his thing, you know. His thing is sitting home going... You're going to die like that. They're going to put you in a casket. You've been in Las Vegas. You go all over. You make jokes about Ed. He goes to Omaha. In fact, I met Ed up at the Jerry Lewis Telethon, and I said, Ed, how are you? He said, 8,000 people in Omaha. And I said, gee, Ed, you're so humble. Why don't you spit up in a bottle? You know. Whatever that means. But, Ed, I know and you know that someday he can't live forever, and I saw the x-rays a week. And this will be your show, just like you wanted. 90 minutes of you. Just you sitting there going, oh, your Uncle Mike, your sister Kate. Doing all the Irish fight song, and once in a while to pick it up, you can bring on Harry Yo-Yo over here. So did Bob Jack coming out of shooting. Where is your hometown, by the way?
Delight, Arkansas. Well, nobody's ever heard of Delight.
Yes, I do. I have an uncle that runs a manure pickup truck. Saturday night in Delight. Ah, come on. You got it all over me, Al. Delight. Gee whiz. Spit up, John, if you want. Big stars behind the desk. That's why you and the wife have trouble. Every time she wants to fool around you. So, Leo, I called up. We didn't know what to do. And my wife, I married a lovely lady who's a Valium. So I called up my wife. I said, called up my wife. You see how close we are. I called up, I said to Barbara, Barbara, what are we going to do? The pipes broke. We don't know about radiant heating. She said, listen, this was Leo DeRocha and Lorraine Day's home at one time. So let's reach Leo DeRocha. As you can see, my wife's a rocket scientist. So I said to her, that's the way we make love, that same tempo. When I get through with her, I think I'm with Sammy Kaye. So, it's a little too deep for you. Oh, hold it down, you. You bunch of perverts, you. Look at that. Doc Severinsen thinks that's a town in Utah. Anyway, So anyway, I called up Leo, and I said, Leo, in Chicago, I said, Leo, what do we do about the radiant heating? He said to me, well, Don, I don't know, but call up Lorraine, my ex-wife. She's a lovely lady, which you said, and you'll reach her. And I woke her up in the middle of the night sometime, and I said, Miss Day. She said, my name is no longer Miss Day, it's Koala Chaka, whatever it is.
Gorillicus.
Gorillicus, which is, right. You know, Lorraine Gorillicus making love to Cary Grant. Don't make it on the screen. You know. Hello, Lorraine Gorillicus. Anyway, that broke me up.
Why'd you call her about the heating?
Because she had the plans. Lorraine had the plans, and I never met the lady. And if she's listening, and Lorraine, you're a darling lady, and I wish you and your new husband a lot. Well, they're married many years now, and I'm sure Leo feels the same. Wish you a lot of
Why didn't you
happiness.
just call the heating people and have them come
Because
out
they
and
didn't
fix it?
even know. The heating guy comes over with earphones. Now, this is the truth, right? He's got to come
find
over
out
with a
whether-
stethoscope and go like this, and he's laying around the floor, and I said, no, we don't want Nazi film. We just want heat in the house, you know.
Have you ever been sued for anything you've said in your act by anybody in the audience?
No, because I have the greatest manager in the world. Joe Scandore has brought me along for 20 years, and I got news. My intent, see, it's the intent. My intent is to make people laugh. When people come to see me, I invite them, not personally. But if they enjoy me, I am grateful. If they don't, well, gee, I hope I win them back the next time. Can I ask you something? Do you have a cord on your neck? I get the feeling I'm talking to a Gentile puppet at a show.
Howdy-doody time.
No, so I don't think about that, as well as Leo doesn't think about umpires, as well as Ed doesn't think about his head that's bothering him now and throbbing. You ever turn on me, Ed, I got enough on you, you'll be in court for 2 years. Not you, Johnny, because you're clean now. See, even the audience went, I bet Johnny fools around. No, Johnny's happily married, and so am I. May we be paralyzed if we would cheat. Right, John?